Am I the asshole for telling my mom to mind her own business about my appearance? My mom, 53, and I, female 18, have always had a close relationship throughout my childhood. My dad left when I was born, so it was always just me and her growing up. Because of that, I trusted her opinions more than anyone else's. If she complimented me, I felt beautiful. If she criticized me, those words stay in my head for years. One thing that has always been a pattern in our relationship is her controlling my appearance. Up until I was around 12, she's always the one dressing me and deciding what looked good on me. I never really had freedom to express myself through fashion, but when I turned 13 during the pandemic, she became busier with work, and for the first time, I could finally build my own style. I got into really alternative fashion and cosplay, and it genuinely made me happy because I felt like I was becoming my own person. But during the pandemic, I also gained weight, and my mom became very critical of my body. She would constantly point out my weight and say I looked fat or that certain clothes didn't suit me anymore. Eventually, those comments contributed to me developing anorexia at 13. I became obsessed with losing weight and only really started recovering when I was almost 17. When I started gaining weight again during recovery, she became even more controlling about what I wore. I've always loved mini skirts, leg warmers, decorative tights, and feminine outfits, but she would always say my legs were too big for those clothes and they only looked good on skinny girls. Eventually, I started changing my style because I believed her comments. Recently, after turning 18, I wore a beautiful light pink tube dress with a matching scarf. I genuinely felt confident and pretty that day, but my mom said I looked like a pig because the dress hugged my stomach too much. I even told her maybe it only looked like that because I just had eaten, but she still criticized me and refused to post any pictures from that day because she said I looked bad. Another comment that hurt me badly was when she told me I wish you were the only one who got sick instead of your sister so you'd lose all that unnecessary weight. I stayed quiet because hearing that from my own mom broke my heart. Recently, I've also thinned out my naturally thick eyebrows because I felt personally prettier and more confident that way. My mom loves thick eyebrows and got furious when she saw them. She said I looked weird, ugly, disgusting, and that I ruined my face. That's when I finally snapped and told her it's not your face, mind your own business, I can do whatever I want with my face. Now I feel guilty because I love my mom, and maybe she thought she was just giving her opinion, but after years of criticism about my body and appearance, I think I finally have reached my breaking point. So, am I the asshole?